On a bright morning in May 2016, U.S. Senator Claire McCaskill tweeted a photo of a pink cocktail garnished with mint and a slice of melon. In the background, the Lake of the Ozarks shimmered in the sun. "Watermelon mojito," McCaskill tweeted. Lake of the Ozarks. Family. Lucky. The lakefront vacation property in Missouri where McCaskill goes to escape the partisan chaos of Capitol Hill is owned by her husband, Joseph Shepard, and Rick DeStefan, a close family friend, a regular campaign donor, and a nursing home executive with a track record of serious safety problems in an industry the senator has vowed to clean up. The allegations against DeStefan range from health and safety lapses linked to gruesome deaths at his nursing homes to a federal investigation into Medicare fraud, an investigation by McClatchy's Kansas City Star has found. Meanwhile, DeStefan has entered into multiple financial relationships with McCaskill's husband while sending checks to underwrite McCaskill's political career. McCaskill maintained close, personal ties to DeStefan as she built a reputation as a watchdog against elder abuse and fraud. She made a name for herself as state auditor in Missouri by cracking down on the nursing home industry. After her election to the Senate in 2006, she eventually became the top Democrat on the Special Committee on Aging, which oversees the federal agencies responsible for regulating nursing homes and investigating Medicare fraud. In January, McCaskill joined the powerful Senate Finance Committee, which is responsible for authorizing Medicare and Medicaid spending, the main source of funding for nursing homes. "Elder abuse and exploitation of any kind is a tragedy," she said at a Senate hearing she co-chaired in Washington last year, "but it is particularly painful when abuse is being perpetrated by those who have been entrusted to protect the victims." Today, McCaskill is fighting to keep her U.S. Senate seat in Missouri, a red-leaning state where President Donald Trump trounced Democrat Hillary Clinton by 19 percentage points in November. As she prepares for 2018, McCaskill's campaign has quietly refunded or given to charity contributions from politically controversial donors, including $3,700 from comedian Rosie O'Donnell, who made fun of Trump's young son Barron, and $2,700 from the Political Action Committee for Pfizer, an opioid maker that McCaskill is investigating. Federal Election Commission records show. The refund to Pfizer was made to avoid even the appearance of anything that would intersect with Claire's investigation into opioid manufacturers, McCaskill's campaign told the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, which first reported the transactions. Even as McCaskill shed those donations, she accepted new ones from DeStefan, who has been a consistent supporter of her campaigns over the years. Since McCaskill first announced in 2005 she would run for the U.S. Senate, DeStefan has given $14,600 to her campaign committee, the maximum amount allowed. When counting the dollars he sent to her joint fundraising committees and supportive political action committees, DeStefan's contribution to McCaskill's federal campaigns totals $61,200. According to an analysis of election records by the Star and the Center for Responsive Politics, a nonpartisan campaign finance watchdog. DeStefan's most recent donation to McCaskill came on June 26. He gave $5,400, the most he's allowed to give to her campaign committee this election cycle. 2 days later, DeStefan signed an agreement with the federal government to settle allegations that he and his nursing home company, Reliant Care Group, committed Medicare fraud by knowingly submitting false claims for unnecessary physical, speech, and occupational therapy to nursing home residents between January 1, 2008 and June 30, 2014. Reliant management reportedly pressured therapists to provide services they did not believe were medically necessary and sought inflated reimbursement from Medicare influenced by its own financial considerations, according to settlement documents released by the Justice Department. DeStefan and Reliant agreed to repay the federal government $8.3 million to avoid the delay, uncertainty, inconvenience and expense of protracted litigation, the settlement reads. He denied any wrongdoing. McCaskill would not talk to the Star or McClatchy for this story. Her spokesman, John LaBombard, said the senator was vaguely aware that DeStefan was involved in a civil dispute with the Justice Department through her family friendship with him. She didn't know details about the dispute, La Bombard said. The senator's personal relationship with DeStefan and her use of their shared vacation property at the lake don't present any conflict of interest with her work in the Senate, he said. It's obvious from my record that I fight every day for Missourians, including Missouri seniors, and clearly there's nothing other than what's best for me.